Hi everybody, this is Gijs again and I hope you are doing well. I am in Munich at the Outdoor by ISPO Tradeshow, and this is for the first time in 2 years, basically since the start of the pandemic, that I have got the opportunity to talk to experts from brands again, just face to face. So I'm looking really forward to this. I hope to show you some new products in this video, not everything, because my main goal is just to talk to people to basically update my knowledge from the last couple of years. Yes, I've been talking on phones and on Skype sessions, on team meetings with a lot of people, but it's always better to do this in person. So just follow me inside and I'll show you a little bit of what I can see on news for 2023. Now, you all know I like rooftop tents. Here at Dometic they've got a new one. It's the TRT140 Air. And the Air, of course, that means that this is an inflatable tent. So it uses those big tubes to get the tent basically pitched, sort of automatically. It is 140 centimeters wide, or it sleeps two persons in this case. And when you fold it back, it goes like tuck on top of each other. And that means that you get a nice small pack size on top of your car. And I measured it and it is about 80 centimeters. So if you position it a bit more to the left or to the right, you can put something next to it, like for example a kayak or maybe a bicycle. And the weight of this one, it is only 40 kilograms. So it's quite easy to put it on top of your car, and you don't need a big 4x4 to use this rooftop tent. Now let me demonstrate you together with James how the pumping system basically works. James, unplug it! That's pretty quick. Now, the only thing that I question myself now is, if I arrive at a campsite or somewhere in nature, would I like this noise? I probably wouldn't. Yes, it is convenient, but I also ask, can you do this with a regular, quite silent pump? Yes, you can do this totally manual as well. It only takes a little bit more effort because you need to pump it to 9 bars. And well, basically it's done. Now I'm at the booth of Primus, and you all know Primus because of the red gas canisters and of the green gas canisters. But now they came up with something new, and that is this canister. And the beautiful thing about this one and what is going to happen in the coming years is that they're going to fill this canister with biogas. And this biogas is being produced in Sweden. Now, for the moment this is not possible because they cannot get that gas in those little canisters basically. So what they're doing at the moment, every gas that goes into this canister, that is being sold in a lot of shops at the moment already, they offset basically the gas that they use by buying this biogas and buying it for other industries in Sweden. Now, this gas that is used in this canister, the good thing is in the past it was bought and manufactured in Korea. But at the moment they do this in Europe, so that means that the canisters have to travel a way less distance to us in Europe, and that also means that this is very good for the sustainability of basically one canister. And Primus claims that at the moment this one is 50% more sustainable than these two. Now, that is also the reason why Primus won the Sustainability Award at the Scandinavian Outdoor Awards this year. Now, at the booth of C2 Summit, this one caught my eye. It is the Hydraulic Pro 50-liter dry pack. Why did it caught my eye? Because it is just drop dead gorgeous to look at. So I started talking to one of the developers at C2 Summit, Barry, and he said, you don't need to talk about this spec because it's just a very limited audience, especially for what I do. I don't do anything about kayaking. He said, there are more interesting topics that I would like to tell you a little bit about. So we went on to a little journey across the booth, and we talked about, not about sustainability, but more about durability. And let me explain this on a different part of this booth with a little tent. In the beginning, when I started working in the outdoor industry for outdoor magazines, I've always been explained to the Dutch distributors that C2 Summit is a super lightweight brand. And for a big part that's true, because I have got a lot of super lightweight dry bags at home that I use in, for example, kayaking trips, but also just in my backpack to store all the stuff. You might have seen the video that I did on how I pack my backpack, link in the description below, but also in the corner up there. But what Barry pointed out to me is that C2 Summit is not about being the lightest. It's being light and durable. And for the coming years, they made some changes in tents, and that means that they're not going for the lightest fabrics anymore. And because if you have a lighter fabric, it's going to be more less resistant to, for example, UV radiation. And also, if you've got a puncture in the inner tent on the floor, it's end of basically sort of life of your tent. So they make things a little bit more sturdy, therefore a bit more heavy, but still sort of lightweight in their opinion. Now, one little feature that he pointed out to me, and that's something that I did not see before, is that to connect the fly or the outer tent to the pole construction or the pair construction, they have got this little, well, it's a C-clamp. And it works absolutely sweet, because this is something that you can do with bare hands, but also with gloves, cold weather, wet weather, not a problem. And because this is totally made out of metal, if you step on it, it should not be a problem. And also in snowy conditions, Barry promised me that this will still work. Now, the other thing that Barry pointed out to me is that I should pay some attention to the C2 Summit women's specific sleep systems. Why did he ask me this? Because he explained it to me that a women's specific system is totally designed for women's. And that is something totally different to, let's say, a women's version of, let's say, a general unisex sleeping mattress. Now, what does women's specific mean? And now he explained it to me, so I'll try to explain this to you also a little bit, because the conversation I had with him about this system was about 45 minutes. Now let me wrap it into a nutshell. Now, what Barry pointed out to me is that a specific, women's specific sleep system, of course, starts with a mattress. And as you can see, the mattress, it is way wider than a mattress for example, a unisex person, which is male or female, of course. In this case, it's also a quite thick one. But the other thing which is a nice feature is that in relation to, let's say, a more unisex model, this one has more insulation in it, so that you've got more warmth staying basically in your body instead of in the mattress itself. The other thing is, of course, that when you look at this sleeping bag, it's constructed with a body mapping system. So that means that the foot box, there is more material in there so that the feet stay warmer and that they also warm up faster. One thing that I did like, but that's the last mattress that I want to show you, is that you can see probably all those little hilly things. And that means that some parts of this mattress, they've got lines cut out in the length of this material to, of course, reduce weight, but also to give isolation on more important spots. So that means that there is a big hole on some parts and there is a smaller hole, for example, on the place where the hips are. So in this way you get a nice women's specific sleeping mattress that is sort of lightweight and also has a very nice insulating value. Now, most of you probably know the brand Bach, and you know them from their backpacks But quite recently, Bach also bought a tent company, which is Nigar, which was a Dutch company. So now we have Bach tents. Like I said at the tent, Bach is known for their backpacks. And this is the Bach Specialist. And the Bach Specialist, after 36 years, they finally did a redesign. What Bach makes is durable, sustainable and longevity. So this is a 1000 denier Cordura backpack. It's a 75 liters and it only weighs 2.4 kilograms. So that is still pretty lightweight for such a big backpack. And this is not even the biggest one, because they do a 90 liters as well, and of course a female version. Now, Exped. It is of course one of the best known brands for building sleeping mattresses. And it's also the producer of one of my favorite mattresses. And I sleep at this moment in my car. I have a bigger version of this one basically to sleep in my car with. What they did last year, and this is the first trade show that they show this, is that they only do 3 colors. The Ultra series, it comes in a light greenish Kermit the Frog kind of color. And it is a lightweight mattress. It comes together with a pump sack, so you can inflate quite easily. And of course it's in different sizes and R values. The second one is the Dura series, which is the most durable mattress that you can buy from Exped. Same story, it also comes with a pack sack that is also a pump. Then the last one, it's the Versa series, which is the more budget-friendly series of Exped. And in this case, it is quite a thick one, and it's got the pump built into the mattress itself. What I'm pretty happy about is that they also redesigned the Exped Sim Ultra mattress, which is a foam mattress. And I love foam mattresses when I'm camping outdoors, because they never break down and they have a good insulation value. Now, one thing that I would like to point out to you is that this mattress won a She Is Outdoors Sustainability Award. And the She Is Outdoors Awards is organized by Jana Erp, which is a friend of mine. We went on to a Scandinavian Outdoor Awards session a couple of years ago. And because of this, she thought, why is there not a very women-specific award? So that's what she organized now for a couple of years, and it's pretty successful. So if you want to know more about this, then look in the description below. I'll put her website link there. Now, why this mattress won a sustainability award? That is because Exped made a climate neutral, carbon neutral mattress. At the moment, Exped is still offsetting their carbon production. It's just a way of buying time, but Exped wants to be 100% climate neutral by the end of 2024. So that's quite a pretty ambitious goal for the coming years. We all know Ortlieb because they make those very robust red bike panniers. But now they did something totally different. This is a backpack more for urban wear. And the special thing about this Ortlieb Solo is the fact that it's got a lid, and I can open it because it's got 2 magnets on the inside. So closing means like dropping it and it fits automatically, or it clicks in automatically. But now when you're walking through town, what about pickpockets? Because they can open the backpack quite easily, get inside. That's not what we want. So what did they do? They made a sort of a lock on the clicking system. It's just 2 levers. You can't see it when I'm doing this, but now it is locked in place and pickpockets have got no chance whatsoever. Clever thinking. One of the most sustainable brands in the outdoor market is Vaude. It's their core business, basically being sustainable. Quite recently they introduced a new type of pant that is made out of recycled car tires. Now they explained this to me, how it's done, and because of this they invited me also into the factory later this year to see the production of the bike panniers that are behind me on that bike, the nice yellow ones, because they are made out of recycled plastics that basically come from the plastic that we throw away into our garbage bin that we specially selected, of course, for that. So I'm going to be very curious on how this visit is going to be, but that was scheduled for somewhere at the end of September. So stay tuned, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to know more about Vaude, about how they do their business and how sustainable this company really is. If you follow me, then you know that I did a couple of reviews on Osprey backpacks, and most of the time I absolutely love them. New for coming season is the Osprey Unlimited, which is going to be their top of the bill range of backpacks. And the special thing about these backpacks is that if you remember the Osprey anti-gravity series, that one had a very pre-shaped hip belt. Now in this case, this hip belt, it is even more shaped, and this one, it is a 3D printed foam. So this is something that has never been done before. And what I also do like is this cushioning on the lower back, because this is a very nice airy material. Now there is one slight disadvantage on these packs. They might look different in volume, but this is actually the 68 liters for women, and that is the 68 liters for men. Why does this one look smaller? Well, simply because the top lid, it is also a different little pack. But why is there a disadvantage? Well, because of the price. Because this pack, female or male, it retails for a whopping 800 euros. Thank you so much. Now, what's a better place to finish this Outdoor by ISPO for me? A orange car, a orange cool box, and hey, I'm Dutch, so the color of orange, it's in my heart. I have not shown you as much as I would like to, because what I was afraid of in the beginning, that I would have a lot of long conversation with people into details of products, and there is just too little time to show you all the news, all the nice products that I've seen. So I will hope that I can do a lot of reviews on stuff that has been shown here, that's going to be onto the market in spring, summer next year. But we'll see at, well, somewhere in January, February, what is going to go into shops for real. Now, if you liked this video and if you like what I do, being an independent reviewer, then please give the video a like and also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, because more subscribers makes my work really worth the effort. If you've got any questions, suggestions or remarks, please use the comment section, because I'm more than happy to answer everything that you can throw at me. Now, for this moment, I would like to say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you the next time. Arrivederci, ciao ciao, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye from Outdoor by ISPO in Munich. Bye. Now, one thing that I totally forget on days like this is that I've drinking too little. I have not eaten, so I'm going to find myself a nice place somewhere outside of Munich to put the car in the forest, because tomorrow I will be traveling to Allrad und Abenteuer, which is a big 4x4 overlanding trade show. And maybe I'll do a video on that one as well. Bye.